That's So Raven. They're doing a reboot. From what we all—
I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. You want to know why?
What about Raven makes you so angry?
Disney has a brand. You understand that? You get that? That's a brand that they done made. You see what I mean? Yeah. So just because I come into some newfound money and come back on the scene.
I've had a very difficult relationship with someone close to me that I've actually ghosted, but that person still permeates my ether in a way informed through PTSD.
I didn't know what I was doing. I was 13. Damn. You know, but she was a nasty bitch.
I started in that relationship at 13 years old and it ended in like 20 something.
Your mama, your daughter, everybody.
Ma'am, he just he's gonna my 3-year-old daughter. Can you get here?
Hello everyone and welcome to Secret Society. Today I'm going to be talking about Orlando Brown from the hit Disney Channel original show That's So Raven.
Just one shot is all I really need to bring it to your ankles and make you wiggle your knees. I'm guaranteed to make the nation wanna follow me. I got the ladies like, oh child, I need to breathe now.
Now Orlando would star in Sister Sister, Family Matters, and obviously on the Disney Channel. But his legal woes would take him on a completely different path, as he would feud with Raven Symone, go to jail multiple times, and would even be bailed out of jail by TV producers of the hit show Bad Boys Texas. Now there will be a secret password hidden somewhere in this video, so be sure to comment it below if you can find it. Comment it with your username and I'll probably follow you. Anyway, I want to first start this video by saying Orlando Brown is out of pocket.
Orlando.
I took a trip to the club cooler. I was scooted up from my recruiter. Told me if I go in, then I'll get tutored on how to get down with club cooler. Wait, what? Bitches in my biz while your man is in my butt.
I was researching through all these videos and this story is a wild one. And the way he interviews is so authentic. Like, watch when he's telling the story about Raven Symone getting mad at Miley Cyrus.
Was Miley Cyrus in the mix with you while you were there? Or did she
Man,
come later?
Miley, we had one encounter when it came down to it while we were all actively working. This was in the beginning of her career, in the beginning of Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
And when it came down to it, it's just more like we went to go open up the whole stage for this I think it was a school or something like that, but and they put her on stage before us, and Raven went hot. Well, she was hot about that. Who's this white
She actually
They
said
like,
that?
Ray, calm. No, because no, I'm not having it, Orlando. I'm not having it. I'm like, oh man, come on, chill, Ray.
It was actually named a different show altogether.
Angelina Jolie.
It was.
Who has the part?
Yeah, she's so not
No,
talented.
you're Miley Cyrus.
Well, they just wanted somebody more beautiful than Angelina Jolie, so of course they
Don't
went
look like
to
that,
me.
Ray. Don't look like that.
I'm not talking.
You know I've been.
Now, according to IMDb, Orlando Brown has starred in shows such as Major Pain, Safe Harbor, 13, Two of a Kind with Mary-Kate and Ashley, Sister Sister, Family Matters, and finally, one that you all know him for, That's So Raven.
Yo, what's up? I'm Orlando Brown from That's So Raven, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Now, he would be discovered kind of by his mom's boyfriend at the time. Basically, he explains that him and his mom were homeless, and they were around her boyfriend a lot. And Orlando was always dancing, performing, and acting. So her boyfriend introduced Orlando to his own manager.
My mom and I were homeless, and so we ended up living with her boyfriend. Like I said in the last little interview, or whatever. It's like we made moves based off of the fact that God definitely guided us. But we stayed with her boyfriend, and for the most part, he was like about to go to his manager's house. He was like, yo, can I take your kid with me? Because I was doing all kinds of stuff, Michael Jackson and all that. Had a lot of energy, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, she's like, yeah. And so when I met my manager, her name was Sharon Berg, and she just thought I was so adorable. She wouldn't let me go anywhere. So I just kept working, you know what I mean? And that was only because I met this lady by the name of Sharon Berg, and like I said, from there it just took off.
Now, Orlando Brown's legal troubles started in 2007, and I feel really bad for him, as it was literally only a 420 charge, something that is now legal pretty much everywhere. I mean, not everywhere, but like most states, right? Like 420 arrests are dumb anyway. Like, I feel so bad for him on that, and I feel like it sends people down a different path. It's so wrong.
Ty Charnel actually asked, does he do? We need answers now.
Does he do drugs? Yes, I smoke weed. You dig what I mean? I just smoked the right now. Y'all see me when I was getting my hair cut. A fat one too.
But the next arrests would be much more serious. See, Orlando would be arrested 4 years later in 2011 for a DUI.
And I used to sell crystal and I know how to cook.
Did you use any of those or just
now, did I use any of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I think I've said this answer, no, about maybe 20 times.
Okay.
A lot of these people haven't did, not necessarily what I've done, and I'm not putting myself on a pedestal, but what I did, bro, was I opened up to the entire world and I told them what my issue was. I had a 2-year binge of something that I should have never, ever indulged in. Yes. And when it came down to it
was only 2 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the part I'm gonna have to retract, because I did, I was in my rock star days, so I did snip a couple. I did some, okay, I did some. It was just a little, so what? Just a little. You just, it's America's coffee. Come on. I mean, hey, it's like, do you like Scarface the movie? I'm just saying.
But he was released very quickly from the 2011 DUI charge after posting his $15,000 bail that Saturday morning. But then, April 10th, 2013, he was arrested again on suspicion of a DUI, and this time he would actually serve a real sentence. According to BET, only 27 days, but nonetheless, still a sentence. Now, 2014 is when things start to take a slightly more violent turn, when an alleged audio file would be leaked to TMZ of Orlando allegedly threatening multiple threats, including a woman, her daughter, and her mother.
I know him, we're acquaintances, and the other day he made some passes at me that, the boy is 20 and I'm 40. He made some, passes at me and I declined them and now he's upset. Bottom line. He's a known actor and he's a known alcoholic and he sounds very intoxicated.
Your mama, your daughter, and everybody.
Ma'am, he just said he's gonna my 3-year-old daughter. Can you get here? Yes! You don't hear this? You think I'm making this up? He just said I will you and your 3-year-old daughter and your mother, but my mother's deceased, so good luck with that one. Go! But it doesn't sound like there's nobody because the dude's still in the driveway. So I'm definitely getting evicted now. If they say anything, I'm gonna say it was someone that followed. I'm gonna say he followed me home the other day or something. I'm gonna have to lie to them.
Now, according to the subsequent TMZ press release that came with the audio, Brown's reps tell TMZ the actor insists he's not the one on the audio, but cops disagree. Our police sources say they believe it is indeed Brown, and that they forwarded the case to the city attorney. Brown says the woman is a stalker who has been, quote, excessively texting him, and he went to her apartment to explain to her boyfriend nothing was going on between them. Brown has had his share of legal troubles. He served time for failing to complete his alcohol ED class in connection with a DUI. This time, if convicted, he could have been facing up to 9 months in jail. But the police say they found insufficient evidence, as Orlando said the audio clip wasn't him. Now, in 2015, Orlando would take a break from the arrests and actually go to the That's So Raven reunion, along with the rest of the cast. And y'all, I definitely have a few more videos about the That's So Raven cast coming. Specifically, Kyle Massey's child started a YouTube pipeline, like why was he in the vlog squad? Anyway, Orlando is at this reunion, and it seems like to fans, he might have even been part of the new project at that point.
I am so excited! It's time for my Flashback Friday. Years before I was hanging with the crew on The View, I was having a blast with my own gang on Disney Channel. That's So Raven. Please welcome Annalisa Vanderpool and Orlando Brown.
Are there cooking reunions that the world doesn't know about? You guys hang out?
Yes, we do.
That's the way Raven Tuesdays, actually.
Yeah, other stuff goes on besides cooking, but yeah, we watch old episodes of ourselves and saying, oh, remember when we had jobs?
Why do you guys think people love the show so much?
I don't know what else to say, but because I think we really were funny and comedians, and I think it started with Ray. She was really funny and made everyone else funny with physical comedy and everything.
The chemistry was amazing. At
right
the same time, the chemistry was like, we weren't just talking to just like ourselves all the time. We were talking to family all the time.
Yeah.
It turned into like something that was very, very epic, and I think that's what
I think it also comes, we had a really good time period in the years, and we captured stories that were touching to the people that were watching us.
Right.
So we talked about topics in a funny, serious way that you can relate to, and when you can relate to something, then more and more people talk about it.
And I don't know about y'all, but that clip was just so cute. Like, I love watching reunions like that. I don't know why. But the next year would be a completely different tone for Orlando. According to CNN, on January 17th, 2016, Orlando Brown was arrested on suspicion of battery, drug possession, and resisting arrest after striking a woman with whom he is in a relationship with. Now, Orlando was 28 at the time, denied the allegations in a series of videos and photographs posted on Instagram.
Guess what? I made you because it's over.
Which were later made private. Orlando was charged with possessing and bringing methamphetamine into police headquarters, possessing paraphernalia, battery, and resisting or delaying arrest. The counts are felonies, while the battery and delaying arrest charges are misdemeanors. Brown refused the allegations and declared his love for his partner on Instagram, saying, quote, "I've been in jail for a whole month, and every day in jail is 2 days. Nobody cared about me. How do you think I feel?" Now, shortly after this, Orlando again failed to appear at a court date, and they sent bounty hunters after him, where they discovered him hiding in the closet of a, quote, private homeowner while he was in his underwear.
Show me your hands. Put them behind your back now. You got a warrant for your arrest. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. State your name. I won't tell you until you tell me your name. Okay, fine. You won't tell me your name. Everyone knows you. You got a warrant for your arrest.
And y'all, he asked the cops if he could put clothes on, and they said no. Like, I feel like that's so demeaning. Like, for not showing up to a court date, we're gonna make him walk out in his underwear. Like, damn. Now, Orlando is released shortly after this, and this is when he actually starts talking about That's So Raven and the reboot. According to multiple sources, Orlando was not asked back for the Raven's Home reboot. Now, a lot of you may think this is because of his criminal record. However, Disney Channel hired convicted child sex offender Brian Peck right out of jail. So I don't know if it's because Orlando is showing his face and would be an actual star, but Disney has no problem hiring people with criminal records. And there's already an entire deep dive on that. But Orlando had some theories of his own about why he wasn't invited back.
Raven, what up? Are you watching? What happened to the song that you wrote? You know, you remember the song? You know I've been f***ing your Raven shut down his Instagram. Suck my ain't funny. It's about money. And even if, let me explain something to you. Disney has a brand. You understand that? You get that? That's a brand that they done made. You see what I mean? Yeah. So just because I come into some newfound money and come back on the scene and put the money up for the team.
Now, Orlando would go on to detail some pretty explicit stories of him and Raven, even saying that they were in a relationship.
As a teen, he won over fans with his charming smile. But now, at 30 years old, Orlando has gone from a promising young actor to a homeless, mentally ill addict. Orlando's friends say they fear the actor is near death. Now, disturbing videos of the former star ranting and raving, as well as a string of recent arrests, made headlines and had fans very concerned for Orlando's well-being.
He know we're coming to see Dr. Phil, but he keeps saying, Dr. Phil? Oh, no, that's Steve Harvey. He looked like Steve Harvey.
Actually, we were working on something to basically get us all back together, the cast, and also wrote a show called Coach Eddie.
Do you still speak to Raven?
Of course. Of course. I haven't seen her too much lately, but...
What's your relationship like with her now?
Right now, it's pretty good. I want to marry her, but I gotta find out a way to ask her. So right about now, I'm just chilling.
Let me tell you something. Sucked in. I said, that was the first bop, but it was a it wasn't a bop.
Oh, man.
Damn it, I was licking all that. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 13. Damn.
I was getting nasty, really.
You know, but she was a nasty bitch.
Oh no! But you know what's funny though? The kids are disgusting. Kids are good.
My mama caught her me up and she walked out. She, that's Raven. It's okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's real shit.
You know what line I'm talking about?
Yeah, tell Minnie Mouse to suck my sack like Raven did when she was black. When you hear that rat-a-tat, I suggest you a scat.
That, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I meant just that.
Just that?
Just that. Yeah.
So what do you mean to say, like Raven did when she was black?
I mean, I told you in the first interview. I mean, she gave me, and then I gave her some. I do, yeah.
But what do you mean by that she was black part? Are you saying
Well, that's because of what she said.
So is she no longer black?
That's what she said.
So you don't want to be labeled gay?
I don't want to be labeled gay. I want to be labeled a human who loves humans. I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up the Twitter on fire.
I'm sorry. I mean,
what?
I'm sorry.
My Lord. What did you just say? Stop the tape right now.
Oh, she did say that.
Yeah, she did. Black, come on, Black. Don't make me sad.
Okay,
You're doing me bad.
Yeah. How did you feel when you heard her say that?
How did I feel? Yeah. I felt like you dumbass. Don't you know that the Cosby's was a predominantly black show, show audience?
Not predominantly
You know,
black,
but at the end of the day,
shows.
I mean, like I said last time, I stand by her. If she feels like she's Britney Spears, then by God, let her be Britney Spears, goddammit.
It's Britney, bitch.
Bitch still ain't called me. I don't give a.
So after all the stuff you said, she never reached out?
I know, she's not going to. Like my mom, she ran away from her damn problems. I mean, they're not gonna face, looking somebody dead in the eye and not being able to look away. You know what I'm saying? Like it's those kind of people that you want to stay away from, or you either want to try to help. And me, I try to help.
Well, you made another video about her breasts.
Yeah, the areola.
The areola. Right. Well, you said that she had clear areola.
I didn't say she had. I said it was the whole. It was one color.
The whole. But usually the areola is a different color.
Well, that was. Let me tell you something. Look, it looked like it had a cataract. It was beautiful, but see, her it was just like it was a smooth. It was a smooth. Okay, it was smooth at the bottom. At a certain age, the areola does not form yet. You gotta turn like 20 or something. So right now, I was 14. That's what makes me Orlando Brown.
I still don't quite get it, but.
Did y'all end on bad terms? Like what? We're not on bad terms. It ain't nothing bad. You just honest and she just. I just still taste her. That's all.
Oh shit. That must be some bomb ass story.
How long was y'all fucking? How long was y'all fucking? We never. Oh, how long was y'all? You turned it to yourself. Look at you. Now you wouldn't have not done. Yeah, well, it was cool. Like the whole time we was together. Like it was, I think about Disney only do 3 seasons, so we did 6. Started at like 14, so those 6 years of my life was pretty much cool. But the last 2, she was a bourgeois bitch.
Did she break your heart?
Nah, she can break my heart. She can break my heart. She never broke my heart. What she did was she broke the charts, and I'm proud of her.
Now, Raven, later on her channel that she shares with her partner, 8 p.m., did nondescriptly talk about a co-star that she dated that she needed to ghost. And this did match up with Orlando Brown's story of them being 13. However, it's also reported that Raven dated another co-star on the set, so it's not clear if this is Orlando Brown or not.
You know, it's funny, a lot of my relationships I have confidentialities with, so I'm technically not allowed to talk about them. So I'm gonna talk about it in general. Wah, wah. I have been in a lot of different kinds of relationships, but my first true love relationship was both pleasurable and miserable and heartbreaking and heartfelt. It was a journey.
How old were you?
That relationship lasted, well, I started in that relationship at 13 years old and it ended in like 20 something. A lot of people call it puppy love. And I think it depends on the humans. Yeah, there's some times where there is puppy love, but I truly didn't feel like my first relationship, even though it was at 13, but it lasted until we were in our 20s. The romance stayed the whole time until stuff started getting twisted.
Really?
Again, it just depends on the humans that are connecting. If you're in school and it's like doing it because your girlfriend's told you to, or, this is the cute guy in school and you have to do this. I think that's a little bit more on the surface kind of puppy love situation. And then there was the see each other from across the room and like, who are you? What's going on here? And kind of feel something inside. That's a little bit different.
You feel that pull?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was working, I was on tour. So my mental was already a little bit different than most 13-year-olds.
Which relationship in your life, and you don't have to give as much or as little detail as you want, has been the most challenging for you?
I've had a very difficult relationship with someone close to me that I've actually ghosted, but that person still permeates my ether. In a way informed through PTSD. And it feels like a loss. It feels like I've been abandoned. It feels like unloving. It feels very hard. And you could say, well, why don't you go find that in someone else? And, I've definitely done my fair share of searching for that type of person in my life, but it never fully is the same because I know the relationship that I'm missing can't be fulfilled by anybody else.
However, needing to ghost him and having PTSD does seem like something that could line up with what's currently happening in the media with Orlando and Raven. Now, Orlando would actually continue saying, Raven, stop trolling my page. We all know why you won't say because I'm the truest in the mother world. I'ma end this. Stop trolling my page. I'm coming to see you and we're gonna end this like real world adults. I'm not trying to play no more games. I'm just saying, be real, be family, and that's it. Now, this is before Orlando Brown knew a reboot could ever happen without him. And Raven would go on The View announcing the huge news that Raven's home was coming back to the Disney Channel. And she would be reprising her role as Raven Baxter.
I'm excited and sad, but mostly excited. I have an announcement to make. No, I'm not pregnant. So, as you guys have noticed, I've been here on Fridays mostly, but that's because I've been working internally with the Disney company. I have a really big surprise, you guys, and I'm very excited. I don't know if you've ever seen the show, but I used to do the show called That's So Raven. And we're doing a That's So Raven 2. There's no title yet, but I'm calling it That's So Raven 2 again. I'm very excited.
So what's the inside scoop? Are you going to be called Raven on the show?
Yes, it's Raven Baxter. I'm still me. I'm still Raven, but I am a mother this time, and I'm actually going to be a single mother raising 2 kids, and one of them is going to learn that she has visions.
Orlando was shocked with this information. He didn't believe a reboot would ever happen without him.
When you say That's So Raven 2, it's a serious situation because, you know what I mean, like we got fans all around the world that love, the whole cast. And like I said on my Vlad interview, the first one, it started off as an ensemble cast, which was the name of the show was Absolutely Psychic. Just knowing how the whole dynamic turned out, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was sick. That's So Raven is nothing without, Chelsea, Kyle, you know what I mean, which is Corey, you got Takia, Crystal K. Mai, you got Rondell. I mean, we all are family. We all, basically we did what we had to do to make a historical moment happen, and I don't think it would happen without all of us included. But at the same time, I heard the storyline, and it sounds great. Her being a single mom and all that cool stuff, it's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whatever God wants. When you have a friend, when you have family, you got to make sure that you abide by that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of the situations that transpired as far as my whole phone thing, the whole little situation that I brought up. I mean, it's really quite petty, but I cried for 3 days over that shit.
He was being greeted with not only an Eddie storyline of him not just being around like Fuller House.
Well, Michelle sends her love, but she's busy in New York running her fashion empire.
But an actual Eddie recasting. This is when he would get a little more bitter in the interview with TMZ.
I wish nothing but the best. I don't know. I mean, I think that would disappoint many fans, but either way it go, I think that it's all for the greater good. Everything is okay. Everything is great on my side. I'm comfortable. I'm happy. I'm blessed, and I'm sure that like the fans are gonna rip into Raven's ass. I think that she did it as a conscientious business decision. I think that maybe she's she's far off into another land mentally to where she made a decision that she felt was better for her, and that was great. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't judge someone for making the decisions that they think that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she feel like that's what she want to do, then I love her still, and I'm still in love with her ass, and she running from the day. And, I mean, I'm sure he's a good guy too. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm sure his family and everybody like need that though, because you know what I'm saying, it's all about breaking bread. He another black man, you know what I'm saying, that's in a position that I was in. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be able to feel the things that I felt and walk. God has many things for many people. You know what I'm saying? And this is his blessing. This is his wave, and I'm damn sure supportive of it. And if he need me to, then I will.
And Orlando would talk about the reboot on the All Deaf podcast, saying,
I think the biggest Obviously, the biggest subject matter lately is That's So Raven. They're doing a reboot. From what we all,
I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. You want to know why?
What about Raven makes you so angry?
Nothing makes me angry.
Okay.
I'm not angry.
Okay.
I'm hyped and I'm happy.
Okay.
And I'm it's the drive. It's the drive. I know that a lot of people they're sent you know, in whatever kind of way it may be, to like try to take us off our path. You know? So I'm sharp. And that's what people, you know, have to realize is I'm not playing anymore.
What do you mean by that? You're not playing?
Well, see, what do you mean by that? See, why would you ask me that? What do you mean?
I have a question for you. What specifically do you want to let Raven know, like the final thing? Is there anything else that you want to say?
That I love her. It's nothing wrong with that situation. That's a family situation. Just like I keep saying, I said it on TMZ, you know, and I'll say it everywhere. You know, that's a family situation. And when Ray feels like she wants to speak, she'll speak to me. But other than that, it's like I'm not trying to go and make it all. This is about my fame. It's about Youngstar Entertainment. It's about how you doing today.
Now, this next arrest is one of the most interesting. Orlando was arrested in Las Vegas on prostitution and drug use charges. And in his mugshot, prominently displayed was a new Raven Symone tattoo on his neck.
You seen this yet?
Orlando just got a tattoo of your face on his neck. Yeah, what do you make of that?
I make of the second season of That's So Raven will be coming out July 25th. Bye.
Are you Raven's home?
No.
Say the 25th. And Raven's home.
And Raven's home.
And Raven's home. She said That's So Raven coming out July 25th. I did? Yes, you did.
I'm sorry. She confused me.
Now, he would get out of jail again only 15 days later, but his legal issues would flare up again that same year. According to Page 6, the former Disney star who was arrested over the weekend for trying to change the locks on his friend's restaurant doors was sentenced to 45 days in jail after pleading no contest. Orlando Brown also pleaded no contest to his possession case from June. For that, he was sentenced to 15 days in jail. Page 6 confirms that the former That's So Raven star won't actually spend that much time behind bars, as he's set to be released on October 1st. Okay, so he's released now and actually does a few interviews, but the internet also learns about his cases and starts making videos on YouTube, which is why when he was arrested at the end of 2022, it actually made some waves. Nostalgia was popular and the news was able to use his name as it was fresher in everyone's minds. Not to mention, by this point, Raven's home had broken several records and even gone past Disney's usual 4-season run. Now, this 2022 arrest in Lima, Ohio was for domestic violence against his brother, which sounds pretty familiar. But Orlando was already at his brother's house when his brother got home. His brother presumably wasn't happy, and a fight broke out with Orlando, threatening to hit him with a hammer and a broken off knife blade. So all of that happens, and Orlando is sitting in Lima County Jail until February 2023, when it's reported he's been bailed out and only has to do psych testing. Well, who bailed Orlando out? A television network. And no, I'm not joking.
I would hate to be the Disney star.
You getting airtime talking to Orlando Brown.
Are we talking or not? What's the problem? Why are you yelling at him though? Yelling? Yelling!
You stop playing games with I got love for you.
Where?
Just had breakfast.
Come here. Welcome to Bad Boy Season 2.
So fast forward to 2023, and a show called Bad Boys Texas on the Zeus Network would cast Orlando on their second season. And y'all, I actually did go and get the Zeus Network for $5.99 to watch the first episode, and it was mind-blowing. Now, the episode started with a flashback from the last season, and I just have to say, it has a lot more sexuality war storyline than I was expecting. Like, the gay bad boys and the straight bad boys seem to be fighting a lot over being gay and who's straight and all this stuff. Like, I'm super interested to see where Orlando Brown ends up in all of this. Now, the narrator starts by saying they are gathering bad boys from all over the country this time. And the theme song starts playing, and my God, y'all, I think I am in love with this show.
I heard they looking for a bad boy. Get the money, get that cash, boy.
The title sequence alone is iconic. Like, I really appreciate that most of the show is just dramatic walking scenes. It feels very much like the Kardashians' Hulu first episode where like half of it was just them walking in slow motion. Now, Bad Boys Texas Season 2, Episode 1 opens up in Lima County, Ohio, where a woman is going to pick up Orlando Brown out of jail. He's clearly the main event right away, and I think he's one of the first major traditional celebrities to be on the Bad Boys franchise. Now, it literally shows this woman taking oodles of cash out of her purse to bail Orlando out of jail. Like, I don't know how the Zeus Network can get an entire camera crew in the jailhouse, but Long Island Audit can't even film in what, a community printing center? Pfft. Anyway, the morality of bailing someone out of jail with cameras on them the entire time is pretty etchy sketchy. Like, I don't know if this particular stunt will age well, but for reality TV, it is wild. So I watched, and Orlando pops right out. Like, he's never even left That's So Raven. Like, he is in character immediately. Now, he starts off explaining Sister Sister, Family Matters, and finally, That's So Raven and his rise. He explains how he's not famous any longer for being a child actor, but he's famous for being a bad boy.
I may have been known from That's So Raven. Orlando Brown's not famous no more from being the child actor. Orlando Brown's famous for being in controversy. The first bad boy with Bailout. Oh, for sure, for sure. Let's go. I'm not a bad boy at all. I just call it like I see it. And it's not about bad this, bad that. Yo, they came got me when I was in jail. I wasn't kidnapped. Holy shit. I was pissing out of the same toilet that I was making my noodles in. I'm trying to tell you some shit. Y'all don't understand.
And to be honest, this is showing a really, really human side of Orlando. Like, he talks about how much of a fiasco it was being rescued out of the jail for a reality show.
Chimney, chim, chiroo. It was just a whole fiasco with Mrs. Natalie Nunn. It felt like Rihanna came and got another out of jail and shit. Rihanna, and anyway, in the form of Natalie Nunn. Alrighty.
That actually kind of got me to thinking, like, did he have a choice to do this show? Like, if y'all were in jail, think about it. If you're in jail in a cell and some reality TV producer approaches you and is like, do you want to get out? Like, you obviously get out, but it's like, you also kind of give up, I guess, your like autonomy of being filmed. I don't know how I feel about it. It feels weird, but he seems happy, so I guess he's happy. Now, the host who bailed him out explains that the jailhouse had only ever seen a $10,000 cash bond before, and the producer came in and paid $25,000 in cash. And they basically say, since they paid cash, the jail didn't give an actual about drug and alcohol testing, which I think was unfortunately pretty good news to the TV show. Now, directly after he leaves jail, they immediately go and see Orlando's lawyer. He said he was doing a movie, but the director he was doing the movie with is the one who had a case against him.
Supposed to be doing a movie, man, but that's not gonna happen. No, baby, no. Why not? The director was the guy that I have the case against. Okay.
Which I don't know if the director is his brother. I'm not completely caught up on that. Now, his lawyer says he requested discovery from the officers involved in the incident, but then he says he needs to do a psych evaluation on Orlando to prove he's not a danger to himself or others.
I need to get the psych evaluation so that I can properly file a motion to amend the bond conditions. Their concern is going to be that there's some kind of risk that you could either flee or do harm to other people. If the psych evaluation says that you are, in their opinion, competent and not dangerous, that's going to help.
As Mr. Expert is explaining what I have to do in order to get out of Lima, I was actually kind of happy because it seemed really simple, which was just stay calm, be cool, and just respect the element of life, really.
Get on your feet, relax, take a shower, and at your convenience, I'll get you in so you and I can talk again in a little more detail. Okay, yes, but I want to do that when you're not jail stank. I'm not saying this, but yeah.
Now, the producers take him to his house that he's staying at, and they're getting him his clothes, his toiletries, everything. And they're basically turning Orlando out into an entire bad boy. He walks out with the Zeus Network all orange tracksuit, and they have a private plane montage, and it's just like insane to watch someone go from like counting checks on a wall in Ohio to being on a private plane, going on his way to like his makeover. Like, I mean, a complete makeover too. And there's a brand deal in his hair. I'm not kidding. Zeus Network spelled out the network name in his hair and the logo on the front. Like, I guess he's the face of Zeus and they like put $25,000 into him and like the whole private plane and all that. But like, he is a walking mascot at this point. Now, the producer says she wants to see him go crazy.
You're a superstar.
Thank you.
I want to see you go crazy.
We're gonna see what we can do.
Turn it up, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna dig deep.
But I love you.
And this is just after the psych evaluation scene, so I don't really know what that's about. But she tells him that he'll be meeting the rest of the boys after his complete makeover. And can I just say, like, after the makeover, y'all, they turned Orlando out. Like, he looks great. But then everyone, including Orlando, arrived to the promo shoot with a bunch of cars. And y'all, he eats it up. Like, the arrival scene is iconic. Like, I like how most of this show is just like an extended music video, because that's all I pretty much watch all day anyway. But at this point, Orlando actually makes a pretty interesting point. He says everyone else auditioned except for himself. He was literally found, and they actually like paid to get him out of jail. Like, even that, like, he really has to step up on a lot of this cast, I would say. Now, I do find the segment kind of funny where they all start talking about the fake news about them. Like, each of them go through their news articles and their crimes and stuff, and they're like, no, that's fake, that's fake, that's fake. Now, of course, a fight breaks out of the promo, as maybe even was planned to happen. However, Orlando was not having any of it, like, right off the bat. He kind of moved away from the fighting area, and he was scared. Like, he literally was like, whoa, like, what are they even fighting about, though? But things really escalate when one of the contestants, Jonathan, gets in a set piece and tries to run everyone over with a huge truck. Like, the security start yelling at him and chasing him alongside the truck, and he takes off his shirt and gets ready to fight again, and then everyone starts fighting together, and like, the producers are mad, and it's like so strange to me that they're mad at this. Like, yeah, of course it's dangerous, like someone's chasing someone with a truck, but y'all were asking a group of bad boys to be bad like seconds ago. I heard it time and time again. Then when someone takes an 18-wheeler and tries to run you all over, now you're scared? Like, I mean, it probably went too far, but who even knows? They're asking bad boys to be bad and then getting mad that they're bad. But honestly, Orlando Brown seems to be just bewildered by the entire thing. And I'm gonna keep tabs on this show to see if Orlando's story progresses, but I encourage you all to go watch this show unfold, because it's actually insane. And watching these scenes made me want to look at the legalities of these Bad Girls Club type shows and see how they can actually get away with encouraging violence, giving these contestants substances, and then letting people get beat the up. Also, the only clip of Orlando in the next week's trailer was him accidentally hitting someone in the face with a basketball. I'm sorry, but it was too funny. So is this gonna redeem Orlando Brown's reputation? I mean, I don't know. I think it's probably gonna enhance it because it's like Bad Boys Texas. It seems like very fitting with, you know, the news that he's been in and stuff, but I really just hope the best. I hope that everything's good with him. I hope that he stays happy and that he is happy. And I really hope that if those media organizations lied about him, that they get their karma. And I really hope that what he's saying is true about a lot of the stories about him being lies, because I mean, a lot of that is just inexcusable. It's really bad. Anyway, thank you so much for coming to this secret society meeting. Again, be sure to check for that secret password and comment it below. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and all other social media, and it'll all be linked below. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
What's your current status and, you know, relationship like with Raven Symone?
Oh, I'm never doing the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm never doing the show. The only reason why I say that is because, you know, it's been just way too long, too much disrespect, too much arrogance, too much ego, you know, so she can just keep all that. She can just keep all that. But I think, I'll start. It's like with Raven, man, you got to realize, man, I'll never do the show because of the disrespect, because of how long it's been, and it's just a lot of personal things with Raven that I'm just disappointed at that.